Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Now, let's get straight into it. Chelsea fans, I know I'm late to it, but I've heard Panzo's on the brink of joining Monaco for I believe a deal which is worth 2.5 million. I'm not sure how it's structured, if it's incentive and performance based, if it's spread out over time. I don't know. But if I had to look at it on the model of Monaco, in the sense that they buy players from everywhere, sell them for mad profit, Lamar and all of them, Bernardo, Fabinho, the best examples. If I look at that, and I look at the current trend of them getting these young players in, and obviously Panzo's potential, then yeah, Chelsea must get a big sell on if he's ever sold on for in a few years. If he becomes the player I think he can be, for whatever 20, 30, 40, whatever, they're gonna stand to make a nice percentage of that. So yeah, man, I rate the move, to be fair with you, because I mean it would be easy for him to stay at Chelsea. He's 17, turning 18, so he'll get his pro deal soon, I believe. Easy to stay at Chelsea. I mean, they've got how many stars collectively throughout them youth stat ranks, from midfielders to attackers. They're dominating the thing. They're bullying it. He's winning trophies. He's won FA Youth Cups. He's won, I believe, the Under-18 Premier Cup. He's won Under-18 league titles. So they've got a strong side. And he's grown up from there, I'm assuming, from the ages of 7, 8 or whatever till now, isn't it? So it's a good environment for him to be, and I don't want to say complacency, but it's familiarity is the best way to put it. It's a bold move, so I can't not rate him enough, because, like I said, it could have been easy to stay there. And every year, I know a number of these young players that are his age and beyond, I'm pretty sure they're avoiding asking themselves hard questions as to not whether they would make it at Chelsea, but step outside their comfort zone. And I rate him because he wants to immediately sign for a club, no disrespect to Chelsea, where there's a clear pathway. Ultimately, he's putting his future into his own hands, because he's seen his own international teammate Sancho playing games for Dortmund. People are saying he should stay at City, play under Pep, learn under Pep, and that'd be a great thing. But at the end of the day, a man wants a clear pathway. These players are not naive. They know they're not going to walk into a starting lineup. They just want to know, if they work hard, there's a clear pathway. And that's what's there at Monaco. And especially, I'm just speculating, but he must have spoke with Sancho last summer as to how it went, because he was on the verge of even leaving in January to an abroad club, to be fair. What makes this a bit controversial for me is that Uolomo, the ex-Chelsea man, director, whatever he was at Chelsea, is at Monaco. So Monaco know all these players already, but surely he was able to aid negotiations and things like that. So yeah, man. For the player, he could be. I mean, Chelsea are losing a potentially great player, in my opinion. They obviously want the players to come through the academy. It's not happened yet, but they're losing someone with real potential. He's got a wonder of a left foot. He's composed. He's a good ball player. He's very sensible in his actions he makes. He's proactive. He's just a very sensible and commanding defender, in my opinion. Ball playing. You might look at his physique and not think he's strong, but he's quite solid, and he can fill in that left back. That might even be a future position of his. So he's a very decent player, in my opinion. So he's joined the club where there's a clear pathway. It's a bold move. You're obviously seeing a lot of 17, 18-year-olds doing this thing, to be fair. And the point I was trying to make before I started waffling, I just remembered. A lot of these young players at Chelsea are facing hard truths, because Hudson-Odoi will be cool, in my opinion, but the likes of, it doesn't matter if you're 17 or 22, 23, Baker, Josh McGregor might come a time where he has to consider his future. Mason Mount, they're two players I believe Chelsea should move hell enough to give chances in the first team, and they're definitely not McGregor. Maybe it's a bit early in sense of commanding a regular spot, but I think Mount could stake a claim. There's also Loftus-Cheek, there's Tammy, there's Bogger. There's a lot of players that need to ask themselves harsh truths as to whether they're going to make it here. And this man has taken his career into his own hands, to be honest, and made a brave and bold move at Monaco. Ultimately, there's so many reasons to sign for Monaco. Their current model of allowing young players to play, he'll get top flight experience in a top league, playing against Neymar, assuming he plays and things like that. There's that. Obviously, it's a new environment, so he's going to have to test himself as a young man. He's probably going to have to live away from a cute environment. Monaco will do their thing, but he's going to probably live alone. Maybe his family members come. So it's a new country, new language. I can't lie to you guys, it's tax-free money in Monaco. I heard as well. There's that as well. I have to help them out. New language, and ultimately when he looks back at he's 17, 18, when he looks back at 30, 40, when your career's done, well, 40, 50, when your career's done, he's had some good life experiences. He's lived in France. Sancho's played in Germany, and they'll both probably be in the Premier League very soon if they both become the players I believe they can be. So yeah, and if you look at Monaco's little new project, they've got Jabuloi, I believe, the guy that signed that scored that wonder goal they signed from Barcelona. They've got Goebbels from Lyon. They got the young Italian guy from Genoa. There's Telemans who's just signed basically. There's a lot of young players there, so you can see the model of their club. They've let Fabinho, Bernardo Silva, Mbappe, Bakayoko, etc., Mendy, etc., depart, and there looks like another crop of players because the names are listed just there. They can, and there's players they've signed that I haven't listed. These players can go for big money. So if you throw what's his face into it, Panzo into it, and he's a part of that, and he comes through with these crop of players. They play in the league, they excel, they make moves. Monaco make money. Panzo's obviously played football and got some experience under his belt and things, and becomes a better player. And if he moves back to the Premier League or stays wherever in it, everybody's happy. Chelsea will make a lot of money not off their other young players, so immediately they probably wouldn't care. But if he becomes the player or follows the path of Kevin, to a degree Lukaku and Salah and all these players, it could be one that's missing, because I do believe he has genuine potential, in my opinion, man. So yeah, obviously there's also Dijon Sterling, who I believe is going on loan. I think he has a chance to make first team. Jay Silva, probably a bit still defensively naive, but very good going forward. I believe he should get a chance in the first team. There's a couple young players that are knocking on the door, Mount and Josh McCracken to a degree. I believe maybe in the next 18 months, Billy Gilmore maybe could get a Carling Cup appearance. You've got a Mountford play centre-halves, and Conte seemed to like him. So there's a lot of talent. Chalobah's joined Ipswich on loan. So there's a lot of talent at Chelsea. Obviously, it's not just Chelsea. It's difficult to make it at any professional club, because at the end of the day, the top six, you can't put in 5, 6, 7 young kids and say we're going to play for 10 games. You can, but will the fans listen? Will the club listen? Will they care about results? And they're entitled to care about results, but would they? It's a difficult thing, and I feel everybody is a genius in hindsight, but everybody won't be taken to certain things. So yeah, man. In short, Monaco have signed someone with genuine potential that they could sell on for profit. Yeah, man, and it must be a bitter pill to swallow, because my Chelsea supporting friend, he's a bit livid with this, because he believes Panzo, and to quote his own word for it, is messed. Panzo is messed. So yeah, man. He also had offers, like, I don't know if I said it, but he had offers to join Valencia, Gladbach and Frankfurt as well. So yeah, Gladbach, you got Oxford and Croissant there, and obviously what's that young Swiss centre half, Elvedi / fullback. There's a good crop of young players at Gladbach. Frankfurt, they've got some players coming through. Valencia always give young players a chance. So, and it'll be, again, these are all good moves. Like, you could have had a learning experience in Germany, could have lived in Spain, elected for Monaco. Probably see Lewis Hamilton or something. Guys, deluded, man. There's nothing more to be said. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out. Thank you for watching and rocking with me.